Today's video I meant to film about 3 months ago, just after my first cardiologist appointment. I was going to tell you all the things I was going to implement straight away, even though I haven't got a POTS diagnosis yet. And now I'm going to tell you what those things were and whether I did them and how I found them. So you may remember from my first cardiologist appointment video that I was given a leaflet about POTS. Most of the changes I made or intended to make were based on information in that leaflet. So again, I will link that leaflet below and I will link the previous video about it below. The first change I thought I might be able to make straight away was to my diet. I wanted to increase my salt intake, but not too much because I hadn't spoken to a doctor about that. So I just mean putting salt on my food when usually I had avoided putting salt on my food because I thought that was bad for you. That's gone quite well. It makes my food taste better anyway. I also wanted to reduce the refined sugar and white flour in my diet. I got a little bit off track with that. So going forward I do want to start to reduce the number of processed foods I'm eating. A big one that I have managed to achieve in fits and bursts is drink 2 to 3 litres of water a day. I used to be really bad at drinking water. Sometimes I would go the whole day with nothing more than a cup of tea. I'm definitely more hydrated than I used to be. The last thing I decided to do from the leaflet information regarding diet was snack more. I've been quite bad recently with snacking on processed foods. You'll have seen in my Limoncello tag that I've got a big tin full of seeds and nuts and fruits, so I should be better at that. The next category of changes are activity. So the leaflet suggested things like getting up slowly, going upstairs slowly, not standing or sitting for too long. And by implementing these things, it has made a real difference to my life. By knowing that being upright is the thing that makes me the most tired, has just changed my whole way of thinking about pacing and the activities that I do, and I'm sure that has helped with my energy levels. And then with bathing, it says to have a glass of water before and after showering and to avoid long showers or long baths. So this took me a while to remember to do. I usually end up in the shower and think, oh, I haven't drunk anything yet. But I have got into the habit of that in the last couple of weeks. I've really made an effort. And that's another thing that has really made a difference to my life. I still have to lie down for a long time after bathing, but it's just not quite as long or quite as horrible feeling. In the leaflet they suggest that strengthening your leg muscles and core really helps with POTS. I think it helps the blood vessels contract more quickly when you do stand up, and then that will lessen the effects of all the blood rushing to your feet. I've always used walking to build up my fitness gradually, which has come and gone over the years. But to make it easier for people with POTS, they suggest strengthening those muscles by doing things like swimming or rowing or recumbent biking or recumbent exercise in general, so when you're not upright. So my plan was to put together a load of exercises I can do in my room that are all me on the floor, sort of leg raises and on the knees push-ups and all sorts. I did that really well for about 6 weeks, and then I just got a bit slack with it and stopped doing it. So I want to gradually come back to that again. It was only a 10-minute routine, but I think I'll have to start at sort of 4 or 5 minutes and then work my way back up to that, just so I feel confident doing it without having a relapse. So I'm hoping to implement some of those changes again, and I'm sure I'll be a bit more inspired if I do get diagnosed with POTS next week, because 3 months was quite a long time to be doing things that you were sort of hoping were working but you weren't really sure. I think I'm going to make a playlist of all my POTS related videos on my channel so that they're more easy to find. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in another one soon. I hope you're having a brilliant day.